Let's go! Bluetooth speaker etiquette. Ripping through downtown with a soundtrack versus riding in silence. You clicked this video because you heard a bass drop rattling your fillings 3 blocks away and you wanted to know if the guy on the wheel was actually auditioning for a traveling circus or just losing his mind. I have spent way too many hours carving up city asphalt at 30 miles per hour with a Bluetooth brick strapped to my backpack trying to prove that my music taste is superior to the entire population of the downtown corridor. Half the city is trying to enjoy a quiet afternoon coffee, and the other half is dodging a guy blasting classic rock at maximum volume like a rolling parade float with 0 floats and 1 very confused rider. We need to figure out why some riders feel the absolute urge to broadcast their entire Spotify playlist to pedestrians who never asked for a live concert. Street navigation turns into a psychological warfare experiment the second you turn on external audio. You weave through crowded crosswalks while an aggressive bass line announces your arrival to every pigeon and police officer within a 4-block radius. Pedestrians freeze in terror because they hear a wall of sound approaching from behind, but cannot see the giant tire until you zip past their elbow at 60 miles per hour. The universal remedy is keeping the volume at a respectful background level or dropping in a single earbud so you stay connected to your surroundings without terrorizing the local neighborhood. The battery anxiety hits different when you are 5 miles from home and your speaker starts flashing a low power warning while your tire is demanding full voltage just to maintain balance. You end up stuck at a red light with your music dying a slow robotic death while 3 people stare at you wondering why your futuristic chariot sounds like a dying toaster. Nobody wants to be stranded in the middle of downtown traffic with a dead audio device and a machine that weighs 100 pounds. The fix is charging your gear before you leave the house and investing in a compact pocket speaker that handles city noise without needing to blast at maximum capacity just to compete with delivery trucks. Riding in absolute silence feels like operating a stealth fighter jet through the concrete canyons of the city. You hear the wind whipping past your helmet and the tiny electric hum of the motor doing all the heavy lifting beneath your BMX boots. It feels peaceful until you realize that pedestrians crossing the street while staring at their phones cannot hear you coming at all, and you are 1 second away from a disastrous game of bumper cars. The solution is maintaining your spatial awareness by keeping your speed manageable in heavy foot traffic and giving a friendly verbal warning instead of relying on a speaker to clear your path. Downtown delivery drivers and commuters look at electric unicycle riders like we just landed from another planet. When you add a full volume soundtrack of aggressive heavy metal or trap music to your commute, you transform from a futuristic commuter into an ambulant nuisance that security guards love to hate. The city is already loud enough with sirens and construction without adding your personalized concert to the chaos. The real answer is reading the room and turning off the tunes when you hit crowded pedestrian plazas so everyone can share the sidewalk in relative harmony. The internet is full of keyboard warriors complaining about obnoxious riders destroying the peace and quiet of local parks with their loud speakers. They write paragraphs about how wheel riders are ruining public spaces and giving the entire community a bad reputation. You sit there reading those comments wondering why people take a little bit of music so personally. The fix is ignoring the online outrage and using basic common sense by keeping your volume low when passing families and children so nobody has a reason to complain. Navigating underground subway stations and train platforms with a massive Bluetooth speaker cranked to maximum volume is a fast track to getting chased by an angry station agent. The acoustics in concrete tunnels turn a normal song into a deafening wall of sound that bounces off every single tile wall for miles. Commuters waiting for their train already look miserable enough without your personal playlist assaulting their eardrums at 8 in the morning. The correct approach is killing the music entirely the second you step underground and letting the mechanical hum of the station provide the background noise. Riding through dark alleyways late at night with heavy bass thumping from your jacket feels like starring in an action movie until a stray cat startles your machine and sends you flying into a pile of cardboard boxes. You scramble to your feet, checking your gear while your Bluetooth speaker continues blasting happy pop music directly at an empty dumpster. That contrast between high-energy audio and absolute embarrassment is enough to make you reconsider your life choices. The answer is turning down the volume during late-night neighborhood runs so you do not wake up every dog on the residential block. There's a fine line between sharing good vibes with the world and turning your commute into an involuntary public hearing. Some days you want the extra motivation of a heavy beat to push you through the last 5 miles of a long endurance ride. Other days you just want the wind in your face and the total absence of human noise to clear your thoughts after a brutal work week. The ultimate goal is finding that balance where you enjoy your ride without making everyone else wish they brought earplugs to the sidewalk. There's a strange loneliness that creeps in when you ride 20 miles through a bustling city with your headphones cranked all the way up. You are surrounded by thousands of people living their lives, but you are entirely trapped inside your own private audio bubble. Sometimes you need to pull over for 5 seconds and turn off the noise just to remember what the city actually sounds like on a Saturday afternoon. The ultimate solution is balancing your rides between the energetic soundtracks that keep your momentum going and the quiet moments where you simply appreciate the mechanical hum of the machine beneath your feet.